Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82, and in this ASMR video we're going to be looking at the US state flags. As promised, because in the last video we looked at this section of the flag of the United States of America, and we checked out the US overseas territories. We looked at the flags of Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, American Samoa, Puerto Rico, and the US Virgin Islands. So check that video out. And during that video I said, I haven't got time today, but we will come back and we will look at the state flags of the US. In fact, there are a couple of pages to get through today. So, let's get started. And as you know, as a Welshman, as a Brit, I'm learning these. And this channel has got a lot of videos of me just learning the states in the US. So lots of content on that on this channel already. I'm going to go in alphabetical order so I know I don't miss any. I've got 50 states, and we're going to start with Alabama. Okay, so the Alabama is kind of like a version of the English St. George's Cross, but diagonally, so it's mixing Scotland and England in a way. A red cross of St. Andrew on white. The design is similar in the flag of Florida, which may reflect the state's shared historical links to Spain. Is that to do? That's the colours of Madrid's flag. I hadn't thought about it that way before. This flag was designed, this is Alaska, this flag was designed by a 13-year-old orphan, oh bless, in 1926. It features the North Star and a pattern of stars called a plough, because they can be seen in the skies above Alaska. Well, here in Britain too, because we're also Northern Hemisphere, but maybe our Australian and New Zealand, South African, Brazilian, Argentinian viewers don't have a clue what this is. Equally, there are some things in the on the Australian flag that we've never seen in the Northern Hemisphere. Arizona. Red and yellow represent past Spanish rule. The star represents the copper mined in Arizona. Interesting. This is the part where I start mispronouncing things. Arkansas. It's definitely not Arkansas, right? Arkansas. Small white stars represent the Union. The three lower blue stars represent nations. Arkansas has belonged to Spain, France, and now the USA. Interesting. Next is California. I find it really interesting. It says California Republic on the flag. So it says a grizzly bear, very obviously there, and a star representing freedom. In 1846, an uprising known as the Bear Flag Revolt took place. It was named after the above flag, which was adopted as the state flag in 1911. Colorado. Being an ex-teacher, I was just thinking how easy some flags are to draw for kids, and how difficult some are. A golden ball represents the abundant sunshine of Colorado. The colours echo the US flag. I'm assuming the C is for Colorado. Connecticut. A shield with 3 grapevines and a motto that means he who is transplanted still sustains. Qui Transtulit sustinet. In Latin, I guess. Delaware. Features the date Delaware joined the Union, December 7th, 1787, along with a coat of arms showing people from the era of the War of Independence. The only US state that I've actually been in, Florida. A red cross of St. Andrew with the seal of Florida. Pictured on it, the seal shows the sun's rays, a cocoa tree, a steamboat, and a Native American. Georgia. The state's coat of arms in gold, inside of 13 white stars on a blue background, along with red and white stripes. Hawaii. 8 stripes represent the main islands. The British Union Jack represents a historic Hawaiian link with Great Britain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the second of what are probably the majority of the US state flags, a dark blue background with something in the center. This one's for Idaho. The state seal in the center of the flag depicts the landscape of Idaho, a miner and a woman representing equality, liberty, and justice. Illinois. It's got to be considered one of the cool ones, surely. Features the state seal on a white background. The seal depicts a bald eagle carrying a US shield over the landscape of Illinois. Indiana. A golden torch with 19 stars. In all, Indiana was the 19th state to join the Union. Iowa next. Red, white and blue echo the French flag. Iowa was once French territory. The bald eagle carries a motto: our liberties we prize and our rights we will maintain. Next is Kansas. The state seal in the center of the flag represents the landscape and the history of Kansas. The state flower, the sunflower, is on the flag too. Kentucky. The state flower, goldenrod, is on this flag along with the state seal, showing a frontiersman, a statesman, and the motto, united we stand, divided we fall. Louisiana. Louisiana's symbol, the pelican mother, symbolizes protection and self-sacrifice for the good of others. Oh, the little baby pelicans in the nest. Maine. The coat of arms of Maine shows a moose under a pine tree, a farmer and a sailor. The North Star sits above the motto. Dirigo, meaning I lead. Yeah, in Spanish, dirigo would be like I direct, I lead. Now, so I pronounce and say Maryland, or is it like Maryland? I think it's more like Maryland. The heraldic arms of the Baltimore family. Lord Baltimore was a British aristocrat who founded the state. That's a really difficult one to draw, isn't it? Massachusetts. The state coat of arms shows a Native American holding a bow in one hand and an arrow in the other. The arrow points down, symbolizing peace. Michigan. The state arms show an elk and a moose, either side of the sun, rising over a lake, a bald eagle, and a man holding a gun, but with his arm raised in peace. Minnesota. The lady slipper state flower sits around the state seal, which shows Minnesota's landscape and history. Mississippi. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-B-I. This flag combines elements of an early southern US flag, called the Stars and Bars, with the Southern Cross flag of the Confederacy. Looks like an upside down Dutch flag. Lots left to do. Let's go. Missouri. Looks like the Paraguayan flag. Colours recall the French flag because Missouri was once a French territory. The state seal shows two grizzly bears, representing strength and bravery. Montana. The landscape of Montana, along with a plough, shovel and pick, are on the seal in the centre of the flag. The Spanish motto, oro y plata, means gold and silver. Oro y plata. Nebraska. The gold and silver seal in the middle of the flag represents the landscape and industry of Nebraska. Images include a smith with hammer and anvil, a steamboat and sheaves of wheat. Nevada. The star represents Nevada. Its state flower, the sagebrush, is represented too. The slogan, Battle Born, refers to the founding of the state during the US Civil War. New Hampshire. The state seal shows a ship called the USS Raleigh, built for the American Navy in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, during the War of Independence. My friend is from Raleigh, and she pronounced it Raleigh. If this were in the UK, it'd be Raleigh. Not Raleigh, New Hampshire, incidentally, but I think it's North Carolina, Raleigh. Okay, New Jersey. We're going to yellow for a little while. The state arms show the goddesses of liberty and agriculture. flag's buff and blue colours, or they call it buff today, represent uniforms worn during the War of Independence. And then we've got New Mexico. This flag features the sun symbol of the Sia Pueblo people. It uses the colours of Spain, who once ruled there. Yes, the red and yellow. New York. Liberty and justice stand on the coat of arms on this flag. Liberty is holding a pole with a, oh gosh, Phrygian cap on it. Phrygian. And the British crown lies at her feet. Interesting. North Carolina. The initials of the state are on the left, along with two important dates of the state during the War of Independence. May 20th, 1775. April 12th, 1776. North Dakota. Now this one's actually a square, not a rectangle, although not as impressive as Ohio, which is neither. This flag was once a military banner used by the North Dakota Infantry, which is why it is more square-shaped than many state flags. It looks like it's got a bald eagle catching a snake on it. And the stars probably represent the states at the time. Ohio. This pennant-shaped flag is based on a cavalry flag of the American Civil War. It has 17 stars because Ohio was the 17th state to join the Union. Oklahoma. A traditional buffalo skin shield of the Osage Nation is on this flag. Apologies if I mispronounced that. Along with a ceremonial pipe of peace and an olive branch. Oregon, State of Oregon, 1859. This flag shows the gold state seal on the front, but it shows a gold beaver on the back. It is the only state flag with two different sides. Oh, it's a shame they didn't share the other side. Highly unusual to have two different sides. Pennsylvania. The state coat of arms is a shield held up by two horses. Inside the shield there is a ship, a plough and 3 golden sheaves of wheat. Rhode Island, another square. The anchor represents hope. There are 13 gold stars because Rhode Island was the 13th state to ratify the Constitution. It says hope. South Carolina. The palmetto is South Carolina's state tree. The blue colour and crescent were features on militia uniforms during the War of Independence. So many of these flags refer to the independence and the war. Okay, home run. Not home run, what am I trying to say? We're towards the end. South Dakota. The state seal shows the landscape and industry of the state. Around the edge of the seal are the sun's rays. the name of the state and the words the Mount Rushmore State. Tennessee. I quite like this flag. 3 stars represent East, Middle and West Tennessee. They are united in a blue circle. The colours are the same as the US flag. Texas. Texas. The colours of the US national flag, but with 1 star representing Texas. The Lone Star symbol dates back to when the state was a separate country called the Republic of Texas. Utah. There is a beehive in the middle of this flag. It is a state emblem. Utah's nickname is the Beehive State, along with the sago lily, which represents peace. Vermont. The arms of Vermont feature a lone pine tree representing its forests, a cow, and wheat sheaves represent farming. A deer represents its wildlife. Virginia. The state seal shows liberty triumphing over tyranny. It dates back to the Civil War. Washington. The only state with a green flag. George Washington, the first president of the USA, is in the centre. I'm guessing he was born in this state. Does the green represent the sort of lush forests of this very rainy state? West Virginia. Ooh, a different size flag altogether. The state flower, the rhododendron, is in a wreath beneath arms showing a miner, a farmer and a boulder marked with the date of the state became part of the Union. And just 2 more. Wisconsin. Wisconsin, 1848. A miner and a sailor flank the state shield, which shows industry, tools, and a badger, the state animal. Oh, do you have badgers in the US as well? Bars of lead represent Wisconsin's minerals. And last but not least, Wyoming. I think this is one of my preferred flags. It's very cool. A white buffalo carries the state arms, which shows a farmer and a miner. The words oil, mines, livestock, and grain are on the seal. But there we are then. So we looked at all 50 of the US state flags. And in the previous video we checked out the US overseas territories as well. So take a look at those in that video. And I'm taking requests, and I do promise my subscribers we will do the same for Canada, but because that'll be a much shorter video, I'm thinking of what to combine it with, so we'll see. But lots of you wanted me to look at different places in the world. I will definitely be using this book a lot. So do get me your comments. And while you're there, near the comment section, ooh, Spain's quite a good one. And while you're near the comments, drop a like for me, that would be nice. Okay, and if you're curious about the book, I'm not getting commission or anything, but it's called The Flag Book by Lonely Planet Kids. And I have to say, it is fantastic. One of the best books I've ever bought for this channel. Okay, thanks so much. Big thank you to all my Patreons and those that have joined in the last month. Welcome. And you get early access to the videos on this channel about a week in advance because I film quite early. And you also get an extra exclusive ramble video once a month as well. So consider joining that, and thank you to those that gave me a super thanks. I massively appreciate it. It helps me buy amazing materials like this for the channel. Thank you. I'll see you all soon. Take care, everyone.